Hello, hello, and how are you doing? How are you doing? Can you hear me? So this is what I'm trying to untangle. This is exactly what I'm trying to untangle. Unfortunately, I don't know why. Most of the times, once I put my headphones in my pocket, just it just tangles itself like unnecessary. Ah, so yeah, I know we overshot by if yeah, that's a lot of minutes, 19 minutes so to say. But bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I have to set up the meeting. I'm still on my medication, but I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine now. I just have to complete the recommended dosages. So I have to eat and take my medication before coming on live. So let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. I'm done disentangling. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly? So yeah, just go back from work not long ago, not so long ago. Good. So let me know how you feel about tonight's session. Let me. Oh, this dressing. This is how I dress to work. Oh. This is how I dress to work today. So I just decided that since I'm going to come live today, let me go ahead and come on with this same dressing. So I've been like this since morning. Yeah, I think it's my new style, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So good. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. We have the next 1 minute to settle down. Let's settle in. Get your notes, get your book, your pen, your anything you want to use and write. If you want to paint, get your paint brushes, get everything you want to use for this session tonight. So one thing I want you to do is quickly drop your name in this group. Drop your name. Tell me where you are. I mean, not where you are watching from. I mean, just drop your name. Drop your name and which other thing. How you feel about tonight's session. Okay, so that we can get on with it. If there's anybody who is experiencing challenges, encourage them to keep trying. Yeah. So tonight, yeah, tell them that we've started in the group. Tell them that we've started. Okay, tonight I'll be removing a lot of people from from this platform, from this program. So I'm seeing this such an awkward way to start a session, but I have to mention it. So if you know somebody who is not here and you don't want today to be the last day you see them in the inner circle, do something about that. Maybe send them a message or something, but do something about it because I'm going to take notes. I'm taking note of those who are here because this is like it's a new paradigm. We're entering a new season for the inner circle. So I want to be really, really objective and I want to be really careful of who is going to enter that new season. Okay. Like I said, mentoring is not by force. You don't have to force anybody to be a mentee or you don't have to force yourself on people to mentor them. So we just need to know what we need to do and do that thing to get us where we want to be. Right? Tonight, I'll be addressing some issues. Okay? I'll be addressing some issues. Tonight's session is a pretty interesting one, and I want you to be as engaging as possible, right? I want you to be as engaging as possible. This night, you are going to learn a lot of things that will shift you to a new dimension. It's beyond comprehension. It's radical. I'm here to pour out not just words. Ah, hey, 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 hey. I'm just seeing some things and I'm blushing. Which one is sweet again? Eh? You are quenching my spirit. I use spirit of violence to come here. Now I'm seeing something that's making me to smile. You know what you are doing, Linda? You are appeasing me. You are appeasing me. Stop it. Okay, okay, good, good. Welcome. Good to see you all here. I'm always happy to have you around. I'm always happy to have you around. And I've come to the point of my life where I no longer think about myself. There's literally little or no decisions that I make just for me. Most times when I'm making decisions, I'm always thinking about the inner circle. It has become a part of me. I don't know. Maybe some of you must have conversed with me, talked with me, and I say something like, "You are a part of me. You are a part of me." It's just there. I can't let it be. I can't just do away with it. Okay, it's there. You have become a part of me. I can't help it. Now, now, like I was saying, we have to be ready for what is to come. We have to be ready to take decisions that will get us where we want to go. Okay? Tonight, I'll be sharing a lot of insights, a lot of secrets, a lot of strategies that will get you to the next level of impact, of influence, financially as well. And I'm going to be starting with starting. I don't feel good when people keep telling me this is what I want to start, this is what I dream of starting, this is what my vision is, and all that. Please, it makes absolutely no sense when you are not making steps to actualize the vision, when you are not making steps to put something actionable to that thing that you see. It makes absolutely no sense. If you are not trying to fulfill, if you are not trying to act, if you are not trying to do something, people are going to snatch the vision that you have and they will run with it. Huh? That school you want to own, right? People are going to do it and they will do it well, but you are still calculating. That business you want to build, because you don't feel ready enough yet, people are going to jump on that idea. They are going to do it and they will execute it perfectly well. And you will sit at the sideline and you keep moping and watching them. The only thing you keep saying is, yeah, I once had this idea. Yes, I once had this idea. Leave that realm now. You have to come to the point where, see, when I talk about ruthless execution, you may think it is, going to traveling to another state and hosting a big event and doing this. No. The secret to the big things is persisting with the small things that eventually compound. Persisting with the little things that you are doing now that you don't know they are powerful because you are busy comparing yourself with other people who have started many years before you. It means doing those little things that you see results with and insisting on them until they yield bigger results. It means approximating your goals, approximating that big vision into a small starter plan. How do I start now? How do I continue? How do I persist? You don't keep thinking big, thinking big. Yes, I encourage you to think big, but please be ready to start small. Some of you give up because you don't understand the power within the thing that you have. If it's about reward, I would have given up as a life coach. I would have given up as a mentor. I would have given up as a coach, a trainer, speaker, whatever. If it's about reward, I can tell you that. But there's a reason I'm still here. There is something that I see that is beyond me. And I want you to come to the point where you can actually see that thing for your own self and for your own vision, for your own dream, for your own life. Knowing fully well that if you persist, you would definitely get to that destination. The truth is, in the real sense, there is nothing like destination. Success is relative. Success means different things to different people, and that is part of the things I want you to learn this night. So that you will not keep calculating things that are unnecessary, so that you will not keep troubling yourself over things you shouldn't be worrying about. There are some of you, you've started something, you've started gaining traction, you've started gaining popularity, you've started gaining recognition. People are beginning to know you. You are making a lot of impact. But because you have launched the training and only 100 people attended, only 200 people attended, or whatever, and then they did not pay, you launched Masterclass and they didn't pay, you gave up. You give up too quickly. That's chicken heartedness. You organize a training once, twice, three times, and because somebody else is doing training and gathering 10,000 people or 2,000 people or 1,000 people, and then you just do your own and only 200 people attended, you feel like you've not done anything. Do you know how much of an insult it is to humanity to think that what you are doing is not good enough because you are counting people in their small numbers? Some of you have 200 people viewing your WhatsApp status, 120, 150. You do not understand the power in that. You are thinking big, you are thinking in exponents. So your brain is not able to comprehend even the smaller things. You post on your status and 100 people view it in a day. Do you know what that means? Do you know the leverage that you have in your hand? Imagine that every single day you have an opportunity to stand in a hall filled with 100 people, whether they are concerned or not, whether they are interested or not. You have the privilege to stand in a hall filled with 100 people every single day, to talk to them for 5 minutes, to talk to them for 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. And some of them are consistent viewers. They keep viewing, they keep watching. They are watching you. But because you feel like, my friend organized an event, physical event, and pulled in 100 people and pulled in 200 people, I've not done anything with my life. You underestimate your own abilities. What's happening? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I want to know if I'm still on. So, like I was saying, one of the major challenges a lot of people have is you underestimate what you have. You underestimate your potentials. You underestimate your abilities. You underestimate your network a lot. So you end up underestimating your life. You summarize your life too much and you feel you don't have something. Do you know what you have already? For some of you, with what you have now, what you need to get you to the next level, what you need to get you to millionaire or billionaire status, may not necessarily be another online course or another book. Yes, those things are good. I'm a lifelong learner. I can never ever stop learning. The day I stop learning is the day I die. But I know that what I need right now to get me to billionaire status, multi-millionaire status, billionaire, millionaire, trillionaire, whatever it is you are thinking, it may just be the opportunity. It may just be the people, the network, the connections. But that will not be possible if I did not do the initial work in myself. To know that right now I am stage ready. Are you stage ready? Are you ready to manifest? Are you stage ready? Or you are still battling with mindset? You are still thinking, am I good enough? Am I not good enough? Am I good enough? Come on, you've got to wake up. See, don't keep depending on encouragement. Don't keep depending on motivation. It will die. It will still die out. It will wear out eventually. Come to the point where you take autonomy. You take authority for your own confidence through competence. I tell people this a lot. Competence precedes confidence. Competence comes before confidence. Go and learn. Go and build. Go and develop yourself. Build capacity. Learn how to communicate with people. Learn how to connect with people. Learn how to speak. Learn how to do stuff. Learn sales. Learn things. Let it be here. There's a point you get to where you know that yes, I have done something really good. I have built to a certain extent. Now I know that what I need to do is to open up myself and let the world see me. What I need to do is to attend high ticket events, to attend premium events. Let people who can pay premium understand the value that I carry through me. Let them connect with me and see how I can help them. You get to that point where you realize that that is what you need. You start making the plans. You start making the moves. I posted something on my status. You, if you want to get big results, make big moves. Don't be chicken-hearted. Don't be looking for free. Don't be looking for cheap up and down. Learn to make big moves. Learn to sacrifice something that will cost you to put you where you want to be. Strategic positioning is planned. Is planned. You go for events, they are paying 2,000. Start with what you can afford. It's fine. Keep ascending. Keep ascending. Pay for events that make you uncomfortable. Where is this book? I bought this book for 20,000 naira. The book is here. Oh my goodness. This, I don't think I can go and get it. But I bought the book for 20,000 naira. The next day I got the book for free. So I have two copies of that book. Why did I buy it for 20,000 naira? Why? One, I did something to my mindset. That is the highest amount I've spent on a single book. People were telling me when I attended the dinner the next day, the dinner was 50,000 naira. I think I paid 30,000 for it because I got a discount, something like that. But when I attended and people saw the book, people heard that I had already bought the book for 20,000. They were like, "Hey, you shouldn't have bought it. You shouldn't have bought it. They would have given us." I told them, even if I knew that it would have been given for free in this dinner, I would still buy the book. I was not looking to get a free book. I love what it did to my mind. I love how it shook me. That reality that somebody can create something that people would normally pay 5K for a book, 2K, 3K, but somebody has the guts to produce a book and sell it for 20,000 naira. It is not a 1 year. Some of you joined the inner circle for less than 7,000, right? Some joined 7,000, some joined 2,000 even when I started. Some joined for 20, some joined for 30, some 40. You know what you joined with. I can't be the one to say it here. You know what you joined with. But I paid for one book for 20,000 naira. It did something to my mind. I literally had a mental surgery. I operated myself. I opened my mind so that something can come inside. It's beyond the knowledge in the book. See, it may not even be any new thing there. Some of the events I've attended and listened to big people speak, some of the very, very influential people there was nothing new. Most of the things I hear, I have taught you those things in the inner circle over and over and over again. And that's why sometimes I look at you and I know you are privileged. I know you are blessed because I didn't have that opportunity. I didn't have somebody who provided me with as much wealth of information as I am providing in the inner circle. I didn't have any of that. So when I go for this event and people are talking about sustainability, they are talking about autonomy, they are talking about sovereignty, they're talking about this and that, I'm like, come on now. I just each time they just say those things, of the inner circle session, I discussed that particular thing in detail. And I'm like, if I were to be the one standing here, people may not regard me. But if I come and stand there as a multi-millionaire or as a billionaire and tell people, yeah, I've done this, I've done that, I've traveled the world, and they're going to listen to me. They will be willing to pay me hundreds of thousands and millions for my knowledge. So I intentionally had to start reworking my mind and preparing for these things, positioning myself in an atmosphere where the people that I'm looking to serve are. So let's talk about the first thing. What's the first thing, the first arrow that I'm going to talk about? What's the first thing? What's the first thing? Somebody type it in the comments. Type it in the comments. What's the first thing? There's the first arrow. Let me see. Let me see. Sometimes you need to pause some things and just grow. Sometimes you need to pause and grow. It's not imposter syndrome. You know what you want for your life. Sometimes you need to pause and build. Sometimes you need to quit creating. Stop creating content. Stop doing all those things. Stop hustling. Start positioning. You know, look for high profile events. Join. Look for high profile communities like Toastmasters and the rest of them. Join JCI and all anywhere you will meet big people. Join so that you can reason the way these people reason. It flows like a frequency in the air. Join those communities, join those networks, join those clubs, right? And start connecting. Just start connecting. Oh, I'm a writer, I'm a script writer, I'm a this or I'm a that. I am a speaker, writer, trainer, and coach. I help young people do this or that. I do this. I would love to know you. Let them introduce themselves. Or let them introduce themselves first, and then you introduce yourself based on how they introduce themselves. Good. Okay. So if you do that, you will get to connect with these individuals. And by the time you connect with them, when they find an opportunity that suits you, when they find an atmosphere that you belong, when they have the padlock, when the padlock that chokes their neck is the one they know you have the key to, your name will pop up first. Do you know how many people recently have told me, oh, you're a physiotherapist? My mom has back pain. Oh, you're a physiotherapist. My wife has back pain. Oh, you are a physiotherapist. My husband, his knee is aching. Oh, you're a physiotherapist. My tailbone is paining me. So many people just keep saying those things. Opportunity everywhere that if I want to tap into, I will definitely make a lot of money. It is not by creating content. Yes, content has brought me a couple of clients, a couple of deals, and all that. But it is beyond that. Sometimes you need to interact face to face. You need to come to the physical and do stuff. You need to come to be open and connect. Beautiful. Good. Overcoming the fear of failure. Overcoming the fear of failure. Now, for a lot of you, this is what is holding you back. This is what is holding you back. Come on. You have to understand one thing. This is going to be your liberation tonight. You have to understand one thing. Failure is a pathway to success. Do you know there's nothing like failure and there's nothing like success? Actually, in the real sense, let it burst your bubbles and burst your brain. It's good. There's nothing like failure. We only have failing. I saw this concept from the book I'm currently reading, the book I bought for 20K. So you only get to learn when you fail. You only get to learn when you fail. You get to learn from your experiences. Sometimes somebody says success is a lousy teacher. Success is a lousy teacher. You hardly learn anything when you succeed. You just have an experience to celebrate. But when you fail, you get an experience beyond average, beyond what is commonly obtainable. So don't see failing as the problem. Failure is a noun that is very objective and specific. It is an identity. And until you die or until you say to yourself that I am a dead man, I can never ever grow, I can never ever become anything in my life again, then you can say you are a failure. But you are not. You have the chance, you have the opportunity. Failure just tells you, hey, look, there's another chance. Hey, look, there's another option. Failing is a signal for you to make another choice. Failing is a signal that you need to make another decision. Failing is a signal that you can try another position. It's a signal that you can try another method. So, in the real sense, you are not a failure. You are not experiencing failure. You are only failing. Be ready to fail forward. Be ready to start that thing and make mistakes. Be ready to launch that program and let only one person attend. It's fine. Be ready to write that book and let nobody buy it. It's fine. One of my best content so far is the book I wrote on sales. Trust me, I have not sold that book to more than 20 people. I have not, but I know I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. In fact, I'm glad that I've not sold it because I'm still going to copy the contents of the book. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to add some things. Now, I am going to somewhere that same book, unedited, not formatted or anything, nothing added, nothing removed. I'm getting to the point that same book, I can sell it for 100,000 naira. People will buy it gladly. You don't understand some things. Some circumstances surrounding you are what is making you believe or feel like you're not doing well or that you are failing. Sometimes it's because the people around you are too young and they are broke. That's why they cannot afford your service. Sometimes your social media manager role is something another young person somewhere else in the world is charging somebody 5 million naira per month for. But because the people around you, if you post on your WhatsApp status, who sees it? See, this is why you should stop judging and comparing yourself for crying out loud. When you post on your status, who sees it? Your classmates, your parents, your siblings, and all that. Most of them who are related to you or close to you, your best friends, they will not buy. They will be calling you motivational speaker. Your classmates, they don't have money for handouts. It's to come and buy your course for 5K that you are expecting. You know, your fellow young people that are still struggling to find their daily groceries with brown berries and sweetening cubes, that is who you are advertising to. And you expect them to be jumping and saying, I want to pay how much 50K per. Sometimes you have to sit down and analyze the circumstances around you and judge yourself less. What you will now decide to do is to tell yourself what you are experiencing. Ask yourself questions. What do I need to get here? What do I need to put in place? Is it the network? Is it the knowledge? Is it the association, relationships, whatever it is? This and this and this are things I need to put in place. And then you actually get on that and start doing it. Okay? Start doing it. Stop judging yourself. Some things you have now, me, I know right now, I will not feel guilty charging 5 million naira for 1 hour of my time. But have I charged it yet? No, no, I have not. I have not. Whose line? Whose this is breaking? Is it mine? But because I have not been able to charge 5 million naira for an hour of my time, does not mean that I am not good enough. I am open to such opportunities, and when it comes, I will not allow any stupid limiting mindset to push me down. I know what I have built in myself. I know the capacity I have. So some of you, you are already good at what you do. You have gotten to a point where people can pay you premium for what you offer. But what is holding you down is your self-imposed limiting beliefs, limiting mindsets that are keeping you at bay. Oh, you can't do it. You are still young. Oh, you can. And who freaking cares how old you are? Who bloody cares? You have to wake up from whatever slumber that is holding you down. You have to wake up and realize how powerful you can be. Failure is a myth, it doesn't exist. So if you must fail forward, fail and learn. Be ready. Be ready. I spoke with one guy and he literally did something to my mind. It was a huge blow to my mind. This guy literally said, okay, he said fail fast. You may know him, Frank Egon. We met in the dinner. He's one fantastic guy. I mean, I really got to love him from there. This is not in any way I've not known him so much. So do with the information whatever you will. But he said something that I loved. He said that people are too afraid to fail, that he teaches people to fail fast. Fail fast. That's what he called it. got to do the you've got to feel now. Like you were saying it confidently. You've got to feel. If you have to feel now. Like feel now that you are still young. Do the failure now. Afraid to run ads. Why are they afraid to run ads? They are afraid that the ad will not succeed. What if it succeeds? He said, until you are ready to invest 1 million naira in ads and expect nothing to come inside, you are not ready. Until like that he would put 1 million naira in ads and he's ready to fail, let the ad fail. That's the mindset of victors. That is the mindset of people who eventually conquer. I listened to Elon Musk who was talking about his launching of SpaceX. He said he was not expecting it to be a success. He just wanted to do it anyways. He was not expecting to launch SpaceX and SpaceX will be successful. He was not expecting that at all. But he was ready to fail. How many of you can speak like that? How many? Learn how it is done, but be ready to test the water. Ready to use your food to test the water and see. It's okay to fail. Fail, yes, fail, try again, try again, fail again. No problems. You've not lost the battle until you throw in the towel, until you say you are not doing again, until you've given up on yourself. But the fact that you launched a class, oh my goodness, can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? Okay, okay, good. So I was saying this. Thank you, Faith. I was saying that the fact that you launched a class and nobody attended, or people did not pay for your master class, they didn't register for this or they didn't do this or that, does not mean that you have failed. You are learning. You are in a learning process. See, all those things you are gathering, all these things you are accumulating will get to a point. Your gathered experience. See, I have failed at many things. I have learned many things that didn't see the light of the day. But did I stop? No. I have communities that have failed. I mean, the division I started with, how hot it was. So many of you may have, some of you here, you know Learn 247. Learn 247. Considering how I started, if I were to judge myself, right now, it is a failed project. It's a failed project. I thought by now that I'll be having like hundreds of thousands of people in the group, in the community. I should be hosting events. People should be calling me from different parts of the country. Come and speak here because of the brand you've built. I thought by now it should be registered, but none of that is true right now. The group still exists, but I just come, look at it, and I approve a few posts and I go. I'll call it a failed launch. But is it really failed? Is it really failed? Do you know I can wake up and decide to get it registered and start to run and do whatever I want to do with it? Do you know that when I get to a certain level, let's say something happens. I mean, I go for some of these events. I hear some funny things. You know, someone walked up to me and told me he knows me from the online space. So he saw me at that dinner. He was like, "Wow, so you also attend events like this? That's impressive. That's impressive. Good. You're a physiotherapist. Are you interested in getting up to consultant level?" I told him, we discussed, we had a little discussion. He was like, "Are you open to picking up ministerial appointments? Are you open to picking up ministerial appointments?" I told him my own mind. I already knew where he was going. I told him, and we still talked. It was like, even if it's not ministerial, commissioner, that kind of thing. We talked. Now, such opportunities come in a twinkle of an eye, right? Even when you think you are not prepared for it, they can come. Now, with such thing, if I ascend to such a position by this kind of chance, right? Do you know that the strength of my personal brand can literally influence every other thing I'm doing? I can just decide, okay, now I have the money, I have the name, I have the authority, I have everything. Register the foundation. Let's just use money and run a training and gather people. In fact, do you know with money alone, you can actually shortcut a lot of things. So let's say you have 100 million naira right now, and you have to host a training. You can literally host a training and decide to, do a free dinner for 1,000 people, and that's, let's say that's your goal for the year, to train 1,000 people, and all of a sudden in 1 month somebody gives you 100 million naira, and you decide organize a dinner where we will feed 1,000 people, and 2,000 people come for the event, and you train them and feed them. Now you have achieved your 1 month goal in your 1 year goal in 1 month, probably in a day. But that's because another factor came in. And this factor is what we don't always understand. Sometimes the factor may not even be money. Sometimes the factor is time, age. What you are doing now, Kemi, what you are doing now, Christy or Derinde, what you are doing now with health o'clock. Trust me, if you were 10, 20 years older than you are now, you will be attracting a different kind of audience because of your experiences and because of the common bias of the human nature. You'll be attracting people within your age category. The problem now, you are not seeing what you have and how powerful it is because you are not really attracting the right audience for the amount of value you carry. It is not commensurate. They are not able to afford that value. They are not able to pay attention to that kind of value. So you are judging yourself and beating yourself down. Sometimes it's just time. With what I have now, with the knowledge I have now, I have spoken to older people, I've spoken to children, I've spoken to women, I've spoken to men, I've spoken to young people, I've spoken to tech people, I've spoken to people in the soft skills space. There's almost no industry I cannot penetrate right now. But I don't often get the opportunity to speak to people who are much older than myself, even though I know that I carry the value that they need. But I may not be able to better present it. Why? It's simple. Age. So why will I be stressing myself and worrying myself over these things and feeling like I'm underperforming? No, I am not underperforming. You are not underperforming. You are not anything less of what you want to be or what you can be. See, success is an identity. It is not a destination. It's an identity. And like I told you, it is relative. I hope this is making sense. I hope this is making sense. I want to encourage you to take worthy risks. Be ready to risk it. Be ready to invest in personal development and not get any return. Some of you are too afraid of investing your knowledge. See, I have paid for many things I didn't use. Am I angry? No. I joined affiliate marketing, expert now. I tried opening the course, it was just so I didn't even understand the website. Just this one here and there, everything just scattered everywhere. The website was poorly done. I mean, I was tired of the whole thing. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Anybody who is coming to pitch affiliate marketing or network marketing to me, I'm not interested. I've done network marketing too. My money is stuck there. I registered for trade there. I think I paid 40,000 or so. As far back as 2020, when 40,000 to me was like 4 million. I didn't get shishi dime. I didn't get from there. I lost a lot of money. I lost more than a 1 million naira to crypto that I don't even know whether it will ever come back again. I'm sharing these things to you for you to understand. You have to dissociate. We have so much idolized what we think our common sense tells us or what our religious ideologies have told us success is. We have learned to fear and avert failure and think that if we don't get a certain measure of success, we failed. No, no. Sometimes I tell people I have failed at this or I tried this and it didn't work. I tell them I lost this amount of money in crypto, and they're like, why did you do that kind of thing? Nah, nah. I don't even know how somebody tried to spiritualize the whole thing one time. Like, why didn't I tell people? I mean, I should not bear that kind of thing in my heart, and this one I should, that God will help me. And I'm like, Don't advise me. Don't pity me. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. The height of financial confidence and intelligence is that you know that even if everything you have comes back to zero, you know how to build it right back up. You have you have an agenda, you have an idea. You know in your mind that I can't be stranded. I have value, I have content, I have an ability that I can always sell. I can't be stranded. My brain is for ideas, it's for opportunity, it's for creating connections, it's for creating things that really matter, it's for solving problems. And those problems, when I solve it, will eventually bring me money, it will eventually bring me benefits, it will eventually bring me value in return. So I've learned to take risks. I've learned to take risks, calculated risk. Oh, learn before you go and say, I told you to take risk, and you jump into something that you are not prepared for. Law, I'm not involved. My heart is not there. Take calculated risk. Okay? Be open. I paid 50K for a mentoring program, 50,000 naira. This guy, we did the first month. I joined late too. We did the first month. I watched all the videos that he said I should watch. It was too basic for me. Like, it would take me one session in the inner circle to trash out all the things that he discussed in that entire month. It was too basic. I was like, this is meant to be a business mentoring program, business and finance mentoring program, and you are teaching me things that I've already taught. Like, I've taught this thing at the basic level. What's the purpose of me being here? I got angry. I got angry, really angry. First month passed, second month passed, third month passed, and the guy was just disturbing. Send feedback, send testimonial, do this one, record voice notes, say this one, say the other one, do this, do that. He kicked me out the first time. I went back and I apologized. I was like, I'm busy. I'm actually busy. You don't even consider the people that you are training or mentoring or whatever. All you want is testimonial so that you carry it and go and post and say that people are getting value from your session. I felt bad. So it got to a point, the whole basic stuff. Say you want to teach on sales, it's just basic branding, it's just basic knowledge that I can get from the internet. This is not why I paid. This is not what I expected. The next thing, boom, I saw you have been removed. He removed me the second time. 50,000 like that, gone, gone, gone. I did not complain. I just told myself, no problems. It hurt me. It hurt me. But I was like, no problems. I paid this amount to realize that some people can be wicked. One. Two, to realize that I am really doing well with my inner circle. Three, I paid it to realize that some people actually idolize shallow knowledge, because with all those things, all those basic things, I was still seeing some people who were screaming value. Oh, thank you so much. This happened. Thank you so much. This. Thank you. The other one. The other one. Absolutely nonsense. I mean, you come give people nonsense information. I mean, too basic. Let me not call it nonsense because some people it's not nonsense, but too basic information, and then you expect them to celebrate and idolize the information you are giving when it's basic. So I didn't feel bad. It's an investment. I'm glad I paid. Sometimes when people see the amount I spend on personal development, they feel I have so much money. No, no. This is another opportunity for me to tell you that this jacket I'm wearing is less than 5,000 naira. I think it's about 2.5 or so. This shirt I'm wearing is 1,500 naira. I mean, I don't see any reason to live a expensive life in the name of clothing, shoes, and the rest of them when I have not invested in having an expensive mind. I don't see the reason. I don't see the need. Huh? So don't put yourself under so much pressure, performance pressure, appearance pressure, whatever. I pay for events 50,000, 60, 70, 20, 10, 20, 20. I did, the other day, my salary finished in 2 nights. My my entire salary finished in, okay, let me say less than a week, but like 90% of the salary finished within 2 days. Transport here and there, both to this place, this one, the other one. Is not is not is not I it's not that I have all the money. I know what I'm looking for. Why why spend so much decorating the container when there's no content? Why spend so much decorating the container when the content is defective? The content is inefficient. Why? For me, the main work has to be done here. I don't mind emptying my account here. Sometimes why I don't even tell people how much I spend on my training is that once I say that kind of thing, once I say the amount I paid for a dinner, I paid for next in billing, somebody already came to bill me this evening. Can you send me this amount? I will refund you. Last person that I sent that amount, he did not refund anything. The guy scammed me and ran away. So that's for you to understand. Once I post anything I talk about, I'm always very careful and sensitive with the way the whole country is now. There are some things I don't even mention because people will start calculating your account balance for you. Okay, so I believe you already know why. I mean, you already know where we are going. So let's go to the next one. And before I continue, let me pause a bit and I would come back here and just take a few minutes, stand up and stretch. This is 46 minutes. Stand up and stretch. Stand up and stretch. I'm going to stand up and stretch as well. I want to go and get the book. I'll be back here in 1 minute. Okay, so stand up and stretch. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. And if you know anybody that is not here, if you know anybody that is not here, if you know anybody that is not here, go and inform them. If they're your friends, if the person is your friend, to be honest, at the end of the day, we are 12. There are 12 people here, right? There are 12 people here. At the end of the day, we may just have 12 people in the inner circle. We may just have just 12. So I'm going to do a lot of editing. I'm going to do a lot of editing tonight. We have just 12. So anybody who is not here, sorry, sorry. The person will have to be, I mean, you have to be added back. So yes, I'm going to still find a way to compile all this. I'm going to find a way to know who was here, who was not here. And I'm going to definitely execute what I have in mind. No hard feelings. I want the best for you. I just want the best for you. If you are not interested in doing this journey with me, please exit gently, gently. The videos are there, the inner circle videos are there. In fact, you can even be getting the replays. You can be getting the replays for free. Just but if you're not ready to do the journey with me, fine, go. The playlist is there. You always have access to the playlist. Don't worry. But being in the inner circle here with me and you are saying this is a mentoring relationship, it is not possible if you are going to play less of it. If you are going to play nonchalant, it is not possible. I am not interested at all. I know you. I don't want. Okay? So yes, stretch, stretch, stretch. For you. Book. This is the book that I'm talking about. I'm going to read something for you in this book. This is the book that I told you I bought for 20,000. This particular copy. Now, now, let me read something for you. Some of you right now, something is keeping you back. You are thinking you are inefficient. You are thinking you are not capable. You are thinking you are not enough. Now, I'll read a page of this book for you. Right? It's going to do something to your mind. You may get goosebumps while listening to this. And what I want you to understand is you are doing a lot. You are doing enough. And sometimes, just like I told you, sometimes I teach you people things here. And when I go out and I hear these same things from big people, I see it in great books, Dale Carnegie, John Maxwell, and I'm like, wow, wow, wow. I thought it's only in the inner circle. Who told these people? Which one amongst my mentees went to squeeze it in their ears so that they can come and say it again? I'm always impressed. Now, listen to this story. Just in case you are beating yourself up that what you are doing is not working. Sometimes all you need to change is the strategy, all you need to change is the environment, all you need to change is the people. But it's not necessarily the vision that is defective. Now, look at Vincent van Gogh. He's an artist. I grew up in an art family. My dad is an artist. My mom had experience with art. My brother is an artist. My eldest brother is an artist. So I knew Vincent van Gogh from childhood. I heard he was famous for being the one who cut his ear to do a painting. So that he can look at the ear and do a painting. Cut off one of his ears. That was a legend I heard. Now, Vincent van Gogh, considered today to be one of the greatest artists who ever lived, is thought to have sold just one painting before he committed suicide in 1890 at the age of 37. At the age of 37, because he considered himself a failure. Van Gogh was a quintessential tortured artist who struggled his entire life to make a living from his work. He was so prolific, he is reputed to have created about 2,100 artworks, including oil paintings and drawings across a range of genres, including landscapes, still lives, and portraits, but he was not commercially successful during his lifetime. In the early 1890s, he sold his painting, The Red Vineyard, for 400 Belgian francs to Anna Bosch, the sister of his friend Eugene Bosch, and shot himself 7 months later, unhappy, poor, unsung. Some of you right now feel unhappy, poor, and unsung. I can tell you that is not your true reality if you can listen well to the deep within. It is not your reality if you can just see beyond the closest perimeter. If you can see beyond what you have summarized yourself to be, it is not the final say. Now let's continue. So if anyone, and you know what the meaning of unsung is, you are doing a lot, but people are not recognizing you. You feel you deserve more recognition and reward than you are getting. You know how valuable you are, but people are not seeing you. It seems like you are making so much noise in a tiny corner. Sometimes I pity ants. Ants could just be trying to talk to us. What if they are trying to talk to us? They're trying to communicate to us, and they're like, "Hey, young man, please, can you give me a cube of sugar? Can you?" Or you just can't hear them. I feel they will be very, 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 you know, frustrated. Imagine that you are about to step on an ant. The ant looks up and sees a heavy leg about to land on his head, and he knows that's probably the end of his life. Hey, don't match me. That's the end. Like, that's the end. Unsung. You feel unnoticed. You want people to notice you. You want people to see your value. You want people to appreciate you. But then it seems they just never see. They just never see you. They just never hear you. They just never understand you. They just never appreciate you. Okay? You like the ant example. You like it. Okay. So good. Let's continue. Let's continue. Remember where we got to. The story of Vincent van Gogh. Remember where we got to. Remember where he is. Where is Vincent van Gogh now? He shot himself. Committed suicide. He died. So if anyone can be considered a failure, it's Vincent van Gogh. But was he one? Can we answer that question? Was Vincent van Gogh a failure? Was he a failure? Was he a failure? Good, good. I love this. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. Whatever it is you have in mind, say it. I love it. I love the way you share your opinion. That is wonderful. Good, 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 good. Was he a failure? Put up your opinion. Put up your opinion. No, he wasn't. He sold his artwork to someone already. I love this. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. Thank you. You are all right. All of you are correct. He was a failure and he wasn't a failure. In the real sense, he was not a failure. But he determined the state. He chose the identity. Full fledged failure for himself. But let's see, was he a failure by the virtue of his achievements? Let's see. This is the state some of you are right now. This is the state because you're about to give up. You're about to give up. You're about to quit. You're about to end it. You're about to say, I'm not doing again. I not do again. Come on. What happened? What happened to Vincent van Gogh? Now, what was he one? In 1990, 100 years after his death, a Van Gogh painting, portrait of Dr. Gachet, sold for how much? $82 million. Come back. 400 Belgian francs. I didn't have the time to convert it, but I'm sure this 400 Belgian francs maybe like if you reach 10K, maybe 10K or 5K. I don't know. But he sold just 100 years after his death. His painting sold for $82 million. Now, imagine he was alive to push that work. Remember, this is somebody who had died. The works were now speaking for themselves. The works were speaking for themselves. They didn't have. There was no salesman to to like to actively push it the way he would have pushed it by himself. But he took his life. He ended it. He ended it. You may be at that stage right now. But I need you to wake up. I need you to understand. I need you to penetrate that your ascended reality. I need you to become fearless about your goals. I need you to understand that you are not less than anybody. You are not less than what you can be. It is first your identity before it becomes an experience. Don't be a Van Gogh. Don't be another Van Gogh. Don't be a Van Gogh. Good. So good. I've read the story. I've read the story. Your own work is about to be sold for $82 million. But you're about to give up now. Your own coaching session is about to become $1 million. But you're about to give up. Good news, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Gloria, don't give up. I mean, really, don't give up. Morph, learn, fail, learn, try, fail, learn. Listen for cues. Listen, learn, learn. I remember, good news, you were asking me about something. You know, your group, they are not responding and all that. I know how it feels. I know how it feels very well. I've launched several training programs that I had to beg people to respond. I've launched communities I had to beg people to respond and engage, and they were not. I've had to keep. The first inner circle was a failed one. The first inner circle was free. Some of you here were in that one. A few people here were in that one. I had to be begging people. I was like, how can I create something for free? And I'm begging people to follow through. I'm literally pleading. I organized a training. You are 300 in the group. I put up a live meeting. Only 7 joined. Only 6. 7 service that they try. I was like, what is it? I started judging myself. I thought I wasn't enough. I thought I wasn't capable. I thought I was wasting people's times. I thought I didn't have the value. It broke my heart. Came to a point I was like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. I'm done. I kicked everybody out. Deleted everybody from the group. I'm not doing it again. I'm not interested. Let me rest. Let me have my peace of mind. I don't want to coach anybody. I don't want to mentor anybody. All of you, go and be on your own. Let me be on my own. Get out, everybody. Get out. So that's it. But here we are today. I am doing this for you. And I am seeing the results. I'm seeing the impact. Why? The vision was still there. It's the method that changed. Don't give up. Keep pressing. Be ready to fail. Be ready to fail. Yes, fail. Change. Stop. Quit. It's fine. But don't give up. I was like, make everybody get out and beg. Let me rest. But it's fine. What's the next thing I'm going to talk about? I've talked about overcoming the fear of failure, what it is taking. Please permit me tonight. Permit me tonight. Huh? Who we can shoot 1 extra hour. Can we? Can we shoot 1 hour extra? Can we shoot 1 hour extra? I want us to cover up tonight. It's not a regular thing. It's not a regular thing. Can we shoot 1 hour extra? Can you carry it? Can your mind carry what is coming? Or should I end it at 1 hour? Okay? I'm waiting for your feedback, your response. Or is it hanging? I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so give me feedback. Give me feedback. How is it going? One percent, 12%, 12%. Let's see what we can do with 12%. Let's see what we can do with 12%. Hopefully, don't worry. The light will come. Grace, God wants you to be here. Oh. They will have to bring lights. Okay, they will have to bring lights. Okay. Good. What's the next thing that I said I'll talk about? What's the next thing on the list? What's the next thing? Overcoming the fear of failure. What's the next? What's the next after that? Why is this? Are you with me? Tell me what the next thing is. No, the next thing is not clarity. Next thing is not clarity. Okay, can somebody type this? Managing expectations. Managing expectations. Managing expectations. Good. So just like my just like my friend said that I met in the event. See, sometimes why we fail is because we so much anticipate success. We so much expect success. We are so fascinated about some success. We are so whimsical about success and what we believe to be success that we don't take time to count the cost. We don't take time. We are so afraid not to do anything that is contrary. I mean, not to get anything that is contrary to our definition of success. So you want to launch a business, you want to start something, you're already thinking, oh, what if it fails? What if this happens? What if it fails, and so what? One of the best ways to manage expectation and actually launch something is to think of the worst case scenario. What is the worst that can happen if I launch this book? What is the worst that can happen if I launch this course? So if I put 20,000 naira into the marketing and it doesn't go well, what's the worst that could happen? I have learned something that I shouldn't do the same way. So what? And what will happen? What will happen? It's just like when you are going to woo a lady. You're going to woo a lady. As a guy, sometimes there's a lot of ego and emotion. There's a lot of ego for men. Ehen. I'm not speaking from personal experience, it's what people told me. So there's a lot of ego that am I speaking from personal experience? Maybe we'll get to know later. But like, what am I even saying? How this topics come, my mind will just be a bit confused. So like I was saying, okay. So like I was saying, there's a lot of ego with it. That when you want to woo a lady, you are thinking, what if she says no? Now, she says, what if she says no? It's the reason they never reach out. It's the reason they never make the move, right? They never ever make the move because they keep anticipating. Oh, I want it to be a yes. So I don't want anything else other from that yes. Now, what if you flip the switch? Tell yourself, let this be a no. I anticipate a no. What's the worst thing that can happen? Nobody's gonna beat me. Nobody's going to fight me. Nobody's going to see. If I'm trying to close a deal with a prospect, the worst thing that could happen is for you to say you are not interested. I'll move on with my life. You move on with your life. That is what I don't pressure people to buy anything from me. I don't pressure people to do anything for me. I don't know how to pressure. I don't know. Some of you have met me and they're like, if I cannot do this, force me. If I cannot do this, force me. If I don't do this, force me. Flog me. I cannot do it though. It's not my thing. So like I was saying, one of the best ways to actually push yourself is to create the worst case scenario in your mind. If this doesn't come, then what? Then you suddenly realize that, oh, you don't even have anything to lose. Like, you really have absolutely little or nothing to lose. Then go ahead. Okay? Don't always expect that things. I know positive. They've taught you the power of positive thinking, positive affirmation. Expect the best. The best will come. Only the best will come to you. You go to the church. They pray for you. No mistake. You go 100% accurate. Everything will go well. Fine. But please embrace embrace reality. As much as you expect all the things to go absolutely well, if you do not come to the point that you are able to manage your expectations, you may you may die a wisher. You may die, just keep right in your room. You are praying and wishing that you get a job. You pray and wish that you get a good job that will pay you. Just praying and wishing, and you never apply. In fact, when you see a job that has the potential to pay you so much, you will not apply for that one because you believe that you cannot get it. But you just keep praying, and somebody from somewhere will just call you or call your uncle and say, do you have somebody that can have put you all those dreams that people have? Sometimes it comes true, sometimes it works, sometimes the expectations are met, but sometimes it just doesn't. If not, the churches will be filled with billionaires, religious circles will be filled with billionaires. But a lot of times, what we have are friends and well wishers. So you have to wake up, you have to learn to take risks, you have to learn to manage your expectations. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? Can somebody write it down? Write it down. Unlocking the hidden. I think I've talked about this. I've talked about this. So won't spend so much time on it. Unlocking the hidden genius. Let me put this a bit closer so I can rest my back. Okay. Unlocking the hidden genius by the art of trying. You have to learn to try. You have to learn to try. That thing you have not done, the reason why you think you can't do it is because you've not tried. The reason you think you can't become a coach is because you've not tried. You are afraid to answer the name. The reason you think, okay, the reason some of you don't yet have products, you don't yet have something that you offer or sell, is because you've not tried creating one. Until you are ready to try, you may never discover your genius. I read something about Thomas Edison. I'm trying to find, maybe I can see the story. Maybe I can see the story. Or maybe not. But I read something about Thomas Edison. He's famous for being the one who has the story of, you know, failing 1,000 times at creating the light bulb. And he was like saying that he didn't fail. He just discovered 1,000 different ways. I think, is it 1,000 different ways not to not to create a light bulb. I think that's the story. I'm trying to remember Thomas Thomas Edison. But maybe it's not. I can't find it now. I can't find it now. But like he he only exploited his curiosity and he tried. He was willing to try and fail, which is something a lot of us lack. The intent, the willingness to try. 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 Let it be that you fail, but try. Try it. Write that book, launch that class, launch that business, start coaching, start this and start that. Start it and test it first. Some of you, you literally have a shot right now waiting for you. You have a shot, and that shot waiting for you could be your one shot at success. I mean, heavy success. It could be your overnight success waiting for you. Be overnight success, but you don't know that thing that is doing you in your mind. Okay, organize this, do this, launch this, build this brand. It could be your overnight success, but you are still afraid. Write that book, create that program, launch it. Any little way you know you can launch it, keep pushing it. Do you know that? Let me now bust your bubbles. Do you know that if you start if you start making 2,000 naira every day, 2,000 naira every day, huh? Something as little as that, you'll be earning more than some of your parents. You'll be earning more than some people who work 9 to 5. But because I mean, sometimes it's greed that is doing us. Because you look at 2K and you're like, how can I just make only 2K in a day? And you stop. Do you know if you are earning that amount of money? Some of us, we are earning less than 1,000 something. If you calculate the amount per effort put in per day. If you break down what your parents are earning as salary into, and that's one of the things I'll talk about when I get to clarity. Break down what they are earning into month, into daily. If your parents are earning, if you have somebody in your network, somebody you know who is earning like 200,000 every month, and they go to work 20 times a week, 20 days a week, divide 200,000 by 20. That means every day they make 20,000. Am I right? No? 200 by 20. Every day they make 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. Let's do the calculation so that your mind will open. Every day they are making 10,000 naira. Now, in that day that they are making 10,000 naira, do you know how much they spend to work? Do you know how much they spend on feeding? Now, let's say they spend like 2,000 from that to work, and they spend like 2,000 to eat, and it's remaining 6K. So that means they spend 6,000. I mean, they earn 6,000 in a day, and all the stress, all the frustration, all the work they put in, energy, and all that, that's what they've reduced to. Now, for people who are earning 100,000 naira per month, 100,000 of which there are not many people in this country earning 100,000 naira per month. There are not so many. With all the inflation and everything, there are not still so many people earning more than 100,000. Now, if they are earning 100,000 per month, divide 100,000 um by 20, right? 100 over 20 is how much? Tell me. 5,000 naira. Huh? That means they are earning 5,000 naira every day. I don't even know if the calculation I'm doing is correct. Sha. 100 over 20. Yeah, 5,000. They're earning 5,000 every day. That means if you are earning 5,000 naira per day, you'd you would basically not need salary. Now, if you can create a book that is 1,000 and you can run adverts or something and you're earning this amount every day, as much as it's maybe one person that joins every day, one person buys the book every day, you run ads and one person buys each day, you run ads, one person, you basically not need salary. I mean, the basic salary, you basically don't need that. A lot of people are killing themselves now in the national hospital. Some of my seniors are writing promotion exam, and I keep wondering, okay, the promotion exam, is it when they promote you, you now start earning millions of dollars? Like, I don't understand, why is it such a thing? Why is it so everyone is gingered up for this? At the end of the day, when you see the increment, the difference it will make, it won't be so much. But we are celebrating these things because we have only known mediocrity. Society has reduced us to a point where the only thing we recognize is mediocrity. We are now comparing mediocrity with mediocrity. That's why people come to church and they give testimony. I finally got a job. And sometimes you ask, what job? Because sometimes what makes it seems like the only way we get validation for our light is in the midst of other people's darknesses. The only way we can shine is in the midst of other people's mediocrity. So that's why some testimonies are given in church. That's why some people they come and they celebrate. Oh, I bought a car. It becomes an issue. This is something that is meant to be a basic need. I want to shift your mind tonight. Huh? But because we have not been brought to that level where we understand the power of autonomy, we celebrate these things, we pursue after them, we live our lives after them, we sacrifice our lives, our relationships, our desires, our passions for this system. At the end of the day, if you check it, you are earning barely 5,000 naira every day. If I am now, let me tell you, if I am earning that amount, let me not use myself. But somebody who is earning that amount and spending 2,000 on transport, right now, you hardly find somebody who is not spending more than 2,000 on transport to work every day. So that means you are earning 5,000 daily. You are spending 2,000. How much are you earning per day job? You are earning 3,000 naira for your day job. Do you know how many patients I get to see in the hospital? Do you know how many things you are working on? Do you know how many tasks you are delivering there? But what is holding us down is job security. Then to calculate your profit potential per any industry you are venturing into. Okay? Learn to try. Learn to try. And then the last arrow there is okay. I think I didn't highlight this one. I didn't highlight this one. I'm thinking of and that unlocking the hidden gems by the art of trying. Yes, I've highlighted this one. That was next, right? No, I didn't even highlight managing expectations. Good. Yes. Then unlocking the hidden gems by the art of trying. And then what's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? Okay. So let me give you this secret. Whatever work you want to do in future, start now to calculate that place you want to be. What are people earning there as salary? What are they earning? And then break it down. How much are they earning in a day? That's how it will help you understand whether you want to be a slave or not. To help you understand the level of slavery we are being submerged into. It will help you decide if that is what you want for your life. Now let's go. The next thing, troubleshooting your career. Okay, I'll join this with the Q&A session. Okay. Now, a lot of people are in that phase. You are at that position, at that point where you are now thinking, oh, this thing is not working. There must be a problem somewhere. So, times, let me tell you the simple thing to do. There are times you need to pause and reflect. There are times you need to go inside and reflect. There are times you need to put less manifestation and performance pressure on yourself so that you can go and introspect. So that you can go and think, what am I not doing correctly? So maybe you are not making profit in your business. Just sit down and think. Bring out a pen and a paper. Brainstorm. What could be the issue and what do I need to do differently? Maybe I already have the content. I already have the product. I already have everything, but I don't have the audience. I don't have the network. Let me start attending high profile events. I said this earlier and I'll keep saying it again and again and again. Attend such events. Connect with those people. Sacrifice. Pay money to pay you. Pay it. Go there and shine. Go there and show yourself. You know, volunteer when you have to. Sometimes don't volunteer. Don't volunteer. Pay the executive price. Sit with the executive. Everything is strategic. When I was looking for volunteer opportunity kind of connection, the kind of connection volunteering can give me, I don't want to. People will be saving my name with Chijoko Tipa volunteer in their phone. So you come and invite me, volunteer to your event to come and speak. Those things they have their time. They have their time and their place. I still volunteer for events till today. I'm not ashamed of that. It's a wonderful thing to do. It's a beautiful thing to do. But I am also very strategic whenever I am doing any kind of volunteer role. I'm also very strategic. I know what I want from that role. It's not to just randomly keep jumping. I volunteer, volunteer. Where I volunteer, let's go. You go. No, no. So I know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I desire. So I should be able to pause at different points of my career journey and say, what is going wrong? What am I even doing? What do I need to do? What are the things I need to achieve? And how do I achieve them? What are the things that are still left for me to build or develop or acquire so that this thing will become a possibility and a reality? I sit down and I ask, and I draft out things I need to read, books I may need to go through, or topics I may need to research, or something like that. I do that. Told myself at some point, CJ, you don't try, you don't hustle. It's time to position small. Position small. Took out money, pay for this event, pay for this one, pay for that one, pay for this one. I started doing that on time, like way back. So there's an event going on somewhere. They say a regular ticket is 3,000, premium ticket is 10,000. I paid for the premium ticket. I don't have so much money, but I paid. I was tired. I wanted to start positioning. I was tired. So I knew that it has come for me to troubleshoot. What is the problem? What do I need? Do I need somebody who is good with this? A mentor? Unfortunately for me, I've not had good luck with mentors. I've not had good luck with mentors. With people I desire to call my mentor, I did not have good fortune with them. Unfortunately, you are precious to me. I mean, you are precious to me. And I can't help it. I have seen people do mentoring, and I'm like, okay, is that it? Like, is that it? Just be so official and then maybe meet once in a blue moon, or maybe, just come and serve the mentor and serve and serve and serve. Maybe after 10 years, you now, maybe they will mention you randomly, just random. I'm like, no, no. That's not how I do. I don't want to do mentorship. Ask Abdullah. Is Abdullah here? Let me know if he's going to be the first person I'll remove. Abdullah Abdullah Olabi. Abdullah came to Abuja. He came to Abuja and he came for an event. Unfortunately, I didn't even remember. I was so busy because I was in two events at once. I was in two events that were happening at Transcorp Hilton at the same time. I was on attending the two of them. So he came to Abuja. Anybody, all the people I saw right there when he came out to meet me, I was so excited. All the people I saw, I introduced him to all of them. Hey, this is my mentee. He's a very young boy, 17-year-old. He came all the way from Kano State. I'm so proud of him. He does web design. All those things, nobody asked me. Whether you ask me or not, by fire, by force, I will introduce you. Hey, I will introduce you. Even if he was, in fact, if he had told me not to introduce him, I will quarrel him there. Everybody I meet, sometimes I go for events. So I go to places and I'm busy hustling. The way I'll be hustling is, I mean, if I mistakenly hear somebody say something like, I need a designer, I'll rush you and I'll start telling you, I have a designer, my designer, Cornelius, he does an amazing job. He does. I will hustle you, I will rush you, and you must collect his number. If you like, don't call him. That was your business, but you must have his number on your phone. Abdullah here, think about three or four people, very, very top profile individuals. One of them has a community of over 20,000 people. He works with clients home and abroad and all that. He was even telling me that, oh, some of the clients he works with abroad, that they are looking forward to, not that they're looking forward to, that he also needs a web developer, a web designer for them, right? The one he's working with is not performing well. I was like, in my heart, I said, yeah, that's what we want. I have somebody that can perform well, obviously. So they exchange contacts. I don't know what will come out of that, but that's the kind of mentor I want to be. I want to be somebody who will empower. But unfortunately, I have not found that. Most of the people I wanted to reach out for mentoring, they wanted to just use me and use me and use me and use me and suck out my energy, suck out my blood, and then throw me away. The other one, unfortunately, I got into another one that just would be pouring a bunch of theory on my head, and after pouring out the theory in the group, they expect me to drop feedback, and that's all. You don't have access to him. He's busy. You can't talk to him. Just doing his thing. I got tired at some point. Some of them will not even reply my message. I have my message hanging in somebody's DM since last week. That's so at the point I give up. I was like, man, it's hard though. It's not easy. It's hard, right? But I still know that at every stage, I'm not afraid of persisting with that decision. At every stage, I know I need somebody who has gone way ahead to be able to learn from that person. Sometimes when I ask people, oh, I would need you to mentor me in this particular field, in this manner, or I would need you to coach me through, what is your rate so I can start saving for it? It's not to jump into somebody's DM and say, please mentor me, or please coach me, or please teach me. No. What do I need to do? What will it cost me so I can start saving up for it? Show you that I value that. These days people don't know what mentorship is. People don't understand quarter of what mentorship, and that's why people will join a mentoring program and you are fighting with them to attend sessions. I've seen things. I've seen scary things. I've seen things that broke me down. I mean, broke me really, really down. But that is not my own agenda. It is not my framework. It's not my idea of mentorship. I don't want you to think of the inner circle and feel anxious and feel like, again, Friday again. No. I want you to feel happy, excited that it's yet another opportunity to learn. I want you to think of me and be happy. That is the aspect of mentorship that I want. I want you to tap opportunities from me. I want you to use my name for your own good. But please, oh, don't misuse it. Don't, I don't know how to explain it, but just be wise. I want my influence to rub off on you. Part of the reasons I'm doing all the things I'm doing now is because I want to be able to stand anywhere and say, I know this person, give it to him. I know that person, give it to him. I raised this one, I trained this one, give it to her. That is what I want. Ernesto, I'm happy thinking of you too. I'm happy thinking of you. In fact, sometimes when I listen to Nestor talk, I think I'm the one talking. Sometimes. So stick close. Stick close. I'm not a stranger. I'm not a masquerade. There's nothing you will tell me I won't understand. Some of you will come to me, oh, sir, I'm going through this. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. Blah blah blah. Fine and good. I understand. At least say it. At least keep that relationship. I'm not interested in pursuing anybody. I've not finished pursuing myself. Life is hard. Hard. Sometimes I leave my house in the morning. I'm coming back by 6. I'm coming back by 7. Sometimes I'm coming back by 11 a.m. by 12 a.m. and I still have to be at work next day. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. You're welcome, Ruth. So good. You have to be able to pause and think, what are the tools I need? What are the systems I need? What are the protocols I need to get me where I want to be? Huh? What are the kind of associations I need? Do I need to join a community? Do I need to join a club? What do I need to do to put in place? Get a coach, get a mentor. If it means paying, if it means me, the truth is this, you know, the truth is this. I know some of you, immediately you joined my inner circle, you stop paying for anything I offer. I wonder why I wonder why that happened. But it's not meant to be like that in the real sense. One of the ways you show a mentor that you truly value him or her is by continuously purchasing what they offer. I'm not saying you should do that. If I force you to do that, that's manipulation and it's not good. Okay, it's not good. Don't do anything you don't need. Don't pay for something you don't need. It's nonsense. It's not. You will not impress me. You won't impress me. It's not a good thing. You just say, oh, because he's my mentor and I want to impress him. He's selling a book. Let me just pay and I will not read it. Let me just pay. No, it's not. You can do it to other people. It's fine. You can do it to other people to get their attention. It's fine. But for me, no. Do it when you have to. If you know there's something you need. Because some people come and ask me a question. Oh, sir, how do I get on LinkedIn? Except I promised you that if you come to the inner circle, I'll send you this. How do I get on LinkedIn? You know I have a course on it. Why are you asking me how you get on LinkedIn? How you do this on LinkedIn? Or public speaking. And this one. After the public speaking in inner circle, I'm organizing a training, a paid training on public speaking. You will not join. You won't see it. You will not come and ask me. I still have stage fright. What will I do? Whatever. Those things. Oh, I want to network with people. How do I connect with people? I still have an issue. I have a book on networking. Sometimes you have to learn to ask. Do you have a book on this? Do you have a course on this? Do you have not just for me, not just because of me, but other people that you communicate with. These things are practical wisdom lessons. Hmm? Practical guide. Things that you can do outside, and people will be asking, who is this person? Who is this person? Okay. Now we are down to question and answer. Clarity, strategy. Clarity and strategy. Clarity and strategy. So here is our link. I sent it to the group. I dropped it on the group. I dropped it on the group. And one of the things I want you to do tonight, you see, once we are done here, write an extensive review. You can do video. You can do a video testimonial. Hit the like button on this post. Yes, I remember. Hit the like button on this YouTube video. So that's one of the ways the algorithm validates it. maybe in the future it's going to be public, but not now. But like I was saying, write an extensive testimonial. I went for an event and something happened that broke my heart. I finished, I think I was even ill or something, but I finished that training. I poured out a lot. I poured out so much, so much. When I finished and I asked for feedback, I was just saying, "Thank you, sir. Nice one. You did well." Ah, and I accepted that invitation for free because the person that invited me is my friend. I accepted to go speak at no cost. He paid me. It was brutal. It was brutal. Like, okay, feedback. How was it for you? What did you? Nice one, nice one. They were just like, let's just say something and go. Nice one. About three people came to my DM and sent very extensive feedback. Very extensive. This is what I'm taking home. This is how it was for me. I really enjoyed. This is. It's not coercion. I didn't coerce them to do that. I'm not coercing any one of you. But after they did that, wow. I was like, I didn't have to force these people to do this. They took initiative to do this. I went and I compiled some videos, some of the videos from my inner circle, some of the videos that I've done, exclusive teaching sessions. I compiled it, put it into a playlist, and I sent it to them. Here is your gift for paying attention. Here is your gift for taking initiative. And I sent it to them. They were so excited, they were so happy. Sometimes your secret source for success is in those tiny decisions. Yeah, I was like, all the things I've taught, all the hours I've spent, all the knowledge I've shared, all the premium content I've shared, you're gonna just nice one me, like nice one, really. That's fine. No harsh feelings, it's fine. But the event that the invitations I don't accept anymore. Some people will invite you to a training, they will not tell their audience. You just come there and you'll be struggling with three people live. Come on now, tiring, it's tiring. With all the sacrifice, it's tiring. So yeah, you can go the extra mile. You can do video testimonials, a short video testimonial. I would appreciate that. A short video, 2 minute video testimonial on the impact of tonight's session on you. This is going to be a new shift, a new paradigm. What has this done for you? And the truth is, that testimonial can make you money. I'll tell you how. If anybody is interested in my inner circle from your video and reaches out to you, get them, close them on the deal. If you are looking for what to sell, sell the inner circle. Sell the inner circle. I'm not coercing anybody to do that. But I'm building you to come to a point where vision becomes your vision. The dream becomes your dream. Okay? So come to that point. Do the video, post it. Now when people ask, oh, how can I join inner circle every time you and the inner circle? Own it. Let it become yours. Anytime, in every time, inner circle, this is your inner circle. I want to join, I want to know your coach, that kind of thing. Let them join, let them pay and join. Anybody who is coming through you, you get up to 40%. Up to 40%. Okay? You enroll, they pay, you get, I transfer your money immediately. So if you are looking for what to sell to make money, sell the inner circle. But that's by the way. It's not by force. It's not I'm not coercing anybody. Don't feel obligated to doing it. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you don't do it, we'll still be friends. You don't have to. Now, now, let me see. Um, yes. So clarity and strategy. Clarity and strategy. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Beautiful. Beautiful. Who else is ready? Who else is ready? Who else is ready? I see you all. I see you all. So I'm going to do this quickly. Faith Oyawole, help me and compile the names of all the people who are here at this point. Help me and compile the names of all the people who are here. Okay. I need that list. Can you hear right now? Now let's continue. Clarity and strategy. If you feel stuck right now, I want to show you something. And part of what I want you, can you see the whiteboard? Let's just quickly run through this, or maybe I'll make it another teaching. So this is for people who are looking to sell something. Let me just turn this. No, my back is aching. Let me turn and sit so that eh, I think it's better now. I think it's better. I can even lean backwards. I was like, I was not in a very comfortable position. So so good. Whew. We've done a lot. We've done a lot tonight. So I'm going to teach you shortly. Currencies. Okay, no, let me leave this. I'll make it a different teaching. I'll make it a different teaching. I don't want this to stretch so that we can finish exactly 2 hours. Now, clarity and strategy. Huh? I would want somebody to ask me a question. Ask me if you have had a question that you are trying to. I mean, you've been trying to ask me. Some of you, I told you to attend this session. Will address your questions. Ask, ask. Something you need clarity on. You want it to be trashed out. Ask. I'm no longer teaching. I'm done teaching. I'm done teaching. This is question time and interaction time. Questions, 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 questions. Somebody wants to come up stage. Anyone? Okay, I think I have a guest. Peace. You're welcome to the stage.
Thank you, sir. God, this is better.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I mean, can you hear her? Please, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Go ahead with your question, please.
Okay. So you said something about trying. You said you might not be able to find your true genius when you don't try. Now,
Yeah.
how about in a situation where you are trying, and I know you always say we should keep going and all of that. So in a situation where you are trying, and you know that that's the only way that is going to bring out your genius, and it's as though that trying is not really working. And then you said something on that thing. You said that success, we are not trying to make ourselves look as though we are successful when we are not. So how do you balance all these things?
Okay. 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 Uh, I'm trying to how do I put it now? Ask this question again. Ask this question again in a way that it will be, you know, easier for me to understand. Ask it again.
Okay, in the aspect of trying, how do you handle when you are trying over and over and it's as though it's not working? Now you always say we should not give up, we should keep on. I know you need to try another shot, but how do you know if that trying you're trying is the exactly you're supposed to do? Yes, you know that's what you're supposed, but it's not working. Some persons, maybe after they've tried and maybe it's not working, and then they put in more effort, it starts working. But when you are putting more effort and it's not working, so
Okay.
how do you feel that? So that's
Peace.
one part.
Okay, one part. Okay.
uh then another part is, you said something this evening you said, we were talking about, we are not trying. Some persons will assume you, like, from what I got from my own understanding in that aspect, that some persons will not think that okay, you have when you don't have. So how do you now differentiate between you trying to brand yourself, branding, and you trying to put out your brand there and not doing as though you are successful when you are not? I don't really know how to put the question, but I
Okay.
know what I want to
I
say, my
understand.
brother.
I understand. Let me quickly answer that one. Okay. It is not you trying to say you are successful when you are not. There's a good way to balance, right? Now, I go for events. I don't tell people how much I pay for those events. I don't tell them because they want to start calculating. I may do that once in a while, but I'm also being careful. The country we are in, you know, you there are things happening that we don't know every day. Two of my colleagues were kidnapped too. Two of my colleagues here in the National Hospital were kidnapped. Till now, we don't know if they've been trailing them or not. We don't know, but we've heard that around that area where they were kidnapped is a common incident, right? So, considering the country we are in, there are details you should be careful with, very careful. Especially now that people can get your number anywhere, chat you up, save your contact, or something like that. Join groups, chat you up, save your contact. You know, you don't know who is viewing. So that's why, yeah, to an extent, we are all a bit paranoid about the whole thing. But there's a way to balance, right? I snap pictures with high profile individuals, and I post those pictures. My WhatsApp status now is currently showing me and Kunle showing you. It's intentional, it's strategic, right? I'll still make posts on Facebook, throwback photos and throwback posts and all that, right? That helps with positioning. It's not fake life, you know. It's not in any way fake life or something like that. It's part of branding. But why I don't put out my like I don't put out my earnings, I don't put out my salary, I don't put out any of those things out there. One, it's disturbing. The disturbance is too much. Once you In fact, it, there was a time I posted that I can't remember how much I made then online, and how many people have enrolled, how many people have done. Next thing, my DM was filled. Sir, my mother swallowed broom, my grandmother swallowed cotton wool, my auntie did this one, my uncle is in the hospital, he broke his teeth, and the teeth entered his left eye. Those kind of stories, and I'm like, come on now, somebody's coming to tell me I've not filled my gas for how many months, I've not done this for how many. I'm not your parent, I'm not your father, I'm not your mother. I have my own issues. You need 2K, me I need 200K. We are not on the same league. I may even need it more than you do. I need urgent GoFundMe. You need 2K from one person. Me, I need it from like 300 people. So just leave me alone.
Hmm.
This person will come from here, this person will come. At the end of the day, they'll start making you feel guilty. I am not obligated to giving you my money. I'm not obligated. Some of them, there was one lady who reached out to me, and I was like, okay, if I give you this money, you still want another one. How about mentoring you? How about taking you in and coaching you and all that? Said she doesn't need that. That what she needs is capital. She wants capital, 50,000 naira that I should give her. You know how it started though. I just saw somebody that said she's depressed online, and I decided to reach out and help. So the source of her depression is money. And she doesn't have money. She has an idea to start up a business, but nobody's willing to help her. That if I can help her, it will be good. I say, okay, how about coaching you and helping you, get the right knowledge to start up? And she was like, no, that's not what she wants. The main problem is money. She now put money, what is it called? Exclamation mark one, money, exclamation mark two, money, exclamation mark three. Ah, like I block am oh. I was like, on top of my own money. You think I'm money well? Like I have money that I'm just looking for random depressed people to give business capital. If I had that kind of money, I'll be happy, oh, you know. But I'm at the stage of my life that I need the little I can get to take care of myself and also to be able to afford the things that I need to get me where I want to be. Somebody is coming to A friend reached out to me. We went to the same school. Reached out to me, please, can I get 50K from you? He was not asking, can I get so I can repay? He's asking, can I just get 50,000 from you? I said, no, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't. What's happening? Don't worry, we'll talk later. Hope you're all right. Don't worry, we'll talk later. I really need money. I said, okay, I don't have this amount. I'm going to send you 5,000 naira just to ensure that if it's something basic that you can take care of it. I'm going to send you 5,000 naira. But what's the problem? You did not tell me. You need 50,000. All of a sudden, just randomly wake up and start needing 50,000. Say, no problems. Next time he reached out to me again, can I get 30,000 naira from you? I said no. In fact, I archived his chat. I don't owe you anything. Don't disturb my life. And to be honest, don't disturb me. I have been living my own life. I have been struggling out things. I've been trying to figure things out. You have some things that we can trade. It may be your network, it may be your audience. You should be asking, what can you pay me for? What can I offer you that you can pay me for? Is it my knowledge? Is it something that you can pay at a subsidized rate or something? Let it be an exchange. Mentality will murder you.
Hmm.
Entitlement mentality will kill you. You feel like, oh, this person is my classmate, he owes me. Nobody owes you jack, not even your parents. I know it sounds somehow, but that's the truth. Until you start thinking like that, until you start raising your mind to think in that manner, you will be dependent for long. You will be dependent on system. Nobody owes you a job. Your uncle that is working in central bank doesn't owe you a job. He's struggling. He doesn't owe
Hmm.
you money. He needs money. You are thinking of, oh, I need 10K to do this. I need my school fees has not been paid. And my uncle is enjoying. He is doing this one. Your uncle who has millions of naira in his account needs billions of naira to secure the next real estate deal. He's fighting for his own future. He's fighting for his children. So
Hmm.
you nobody owes you anything in the real sense. Nobody owes you anything. As much as they may feel obligated or something, but nobody owes you anything except you are giving them something to owe you, except you are planting in them that they should plant back in an equivocal or in an equal basis somehow. The law of reciprocity.
Hmm.
You understand? So let's
Yes,
say
sir.
you work for me, I owe you a reward. It's a principle. But jumping out of no, today somebody came to my DM to ask me for 2K. He just came to my DM and say, Ogami, I think was it Ogami that he said, Ogami, I don't know you, I don't know him, we've not chatted before, but just because he has my number, I felt like maybe it's one conference I attended and I saw. So I mean, I love to reply when I see such, And he replied, I immediately said, Ogami, me, I don't know him, so I just pretended, let me play along. And now said, boss, my boss, since we want to wine ourselves, let's do it to the completion. My boss. And when I said the my boss, he next thing, please can you send me 2K? I will return it later. I now remembered how somebody I've been connected with online asked me for 3K. And I think it's just a trend that they're using to scam people now. Asked me for 3K. No, is it 3K? Asked me for I think 10K or 20K so that he will use and add to the money in his piggy vest, that he lost his piggy vest, and he needs an additional amount of money to be able to unlock it and blah. He was just telling me so many blabber stories. I was just like, oh, this guy is hungry. I was like, okay, let me just help this person that is, maybe he's going through a lot and he's actually saving and all that. Later on, after I sent this guy the money, he reached it the day he said he was going to. The next day, he said he was going to repay me. Stories entered it. The next day, I called this guy like 7 to 10 missed calls, nothing. Next thing, I started calling, number busy, number busy, number busy, number busy, number busy. I knew he had blocked me. I called him with my other line, my Airtel. He picked the call, not knowing it was me. We talked. He realized that I don't catch him. I now knew he was fraud. Somebody that was swearing and saying all manner of things. He's not fraud, he's real, he has been following me online since 2019, blah blah blah. You are my coach, my coach, you are my mentor, my mentor. I say hi. I did not know that this guy this guy scammed me. But it's small more, I think it's 3,000 or so. It pained me. It broke my heart that somebody used my brain like that. I just left him. Say, I should send my account number. He's going to send it. He's going to send it till today. Till today, nothing. So, I'm careful. I'm very careful not to post some things online, but I'm also very obstinate and wise to put myself out there, to put my best foot forward in terms of value, especially value that is not directly financial. I'm not in the finance space. I'm not in the make money online space. So I don't need to post my 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 bank alert to convince anybody. I don't need to show you that so and so people have paid 5,000 and now I have 500,000 or 1 million. No, I don't need any of those things. Right? Most of you here didn't join this because inner circle will help you to make a lot of money. No, that's not the reason you joined the inner circle. That's not the reason you joined it. I these things are happening. Somebody told me one time to help him to send him money. He really needs money urgently and all that. I thought it was an emergency. I sent the guy what he was asking for. I think it was 1K or 1,510. Next thing he sent me, thank you very much for contributing to the purchase of my new laptop. Hey, thank you for contributing to the purchase of my new laptop. Next thing, it didn't reach seconds. He deleted the message. I felt used. It's not as if 1.5 is anything. He asked me for 1K. So I thought maybe he had not eaten, so I sent 1.5. I did not know that this guy just, he was using us to cash out. He was using us to buy a laptop. He was just sending broadcast messages. Yeah. So those things happen. So I'm very careful. I don't send those things. I don't send them. I have to be able to communicate value without mentioning money. Until you are able to do that, you are not yet communicating your value. If you have to convince people that, oh, when you join my mentoring program, you start making 50K every month or start making 200K if you're always posting that kind of thing, it's out of lack of confidence. It's out of, I don't know what to call it, but there's a lot of incompetence going on. If you have to hang on to money to validate yourself, mm-mm. Make 50K in 2 days or less, make 350K in 2 days, or all those things. No, it's not my thing. I'm not saying they're entirely bad, no, but I'm not interested. In fact, when I see people who always make their programs about the money I can make, 500K in 2 days, $500 in two, I get uninterested. I'm not interested anymore, you know, because that's not why I'm coming. Really, that's not why I'm coming. So, and when you try and try and try and try and it seems not to be working, sometimes you have to learn to divorce dreams. Yeah, you have to learn to divorce some dreams. These things are relative. There's no hard and fast rule. So when you try something and oh, see, I'm yawning. I'm yawning. Yawning because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But we are almost done. I know you are tired as well, or maybe you are not tired. But like um you do something and do it and do it and do it and do it. It gets to a point you realize that this thing is not working. Sometimes you may have to pause. Sometimes I don't know why we get so married to something that we we get so mentally and emotionally attached to things that are not working. Get so attached. If try this and try this, it's not working. Let me tell you, some of you know Healthy Wealthy Moms. Some of you know Healthy Wealthy Moms Club. I I founded Healthy Wealthy Moms Club. The vision I had for Healthy Wealthy Moms Club was big. I gathered mothers. Next thing, pam, pam, pam. We are 80 something in the group. 80 something mothers, women, pregnant women, women who were trying to conceive. Plenty were gathered in the group. But it got to a point I realized that most of these people did not even have time to learn. They didn't even have, they were just gathering. Community, let's go, Aluta. They were just gathering inside the group. I'm organizing training. Oh, listen, I have a presentation to make. How many of you are online? Only two people, only three people. It was frustrating for me. I was like, what kind of nonsense is this? I don't have that kind of time. Oh. I don't have that kind of time to waste. To be honest, I didn't have that kind of time. So I did not see it as a failure. I rather just discontinued. I detached myself. I told them on time. I told them, since you people seem not to be interested, well, I'll just leave the group open. So anybody who has questions, ask. I'll answer. But I'm not training again. I'm not delivering training again. Or the ones I've done, they are enough. You can go through those ones. You can go through those ones. I'm busy. I told them I'm too busy. So I morphed. I started doing other things. So sometimes you get so married to something that is not working. Maybe it's not the time for that thing yet. You just keep rotating. That's how some people will go to Facebook, create a Facebook group. People will be in the Facebook group. You just be posting. I've seen some people who I feel like helping them to tell them, calm down. Just relax small. And relax. I know you are passionate, but relax. Stop killing yourself. Create a Facebook group. Algorithm has destroyed your group. Nobody is learning anything anymore. I mean, nobody is doing anything in the group anymore. You are just there. You're just there. Let me fulfill all righteousness. Every day you come, you post. Nobody will react. 2 likes, 1 comment, 0 likes, 0 comments. You are just posting. Let it be. It's not consistency. There's a wide difference. It's wide and it's narrow. A narrow difference and a wide difference between consistency and foolishness. You're doing something that is not working and you are spending all your life on it, you are spending money doing it and all that. Sometimes you have to pause and recalibrate. You have to troubleshoot and ask yourself, is this what I'm really meant to be doing, or is there another way I can do the same thing? I've been using Facebook, maybe I need to use WhatsApp. I've been using WhatsApp, maybe I need to position on LinkedIn as well. There's always an issue somewhere. There's always an issue somewhere. There's always a problem somewhere. Okay? So you have to identify that problem. Okay, you try, it's not working. Have alternatives, have options, have options. This physiotherapy, I was telling one of my senior colleagues today, and one of the reasons I'm fearless, if something happens in my office and I'm not happy with it, I'll talk. Who are you? What's the worst you can do? What's the worst? If you can't do anything. In fact, if you decide to call the board and say this guy is rude, his rate of insubordination is too much, he's trying to tell his seniors what to do, If you do it and they take my license, of which is not even possible, it's not possible. But if that's the worst case scenario, I have options, I have alternatives. I would definitely make more money from coaching than physiotherapy anytime, any day. Definitely. If I'm going to make more money from physiotherapy, then it has to be teaching physiotherapy. Because teaching is leverage. You can literally teach 1,000 people at the same time. You can't treat 1,000 people at the same time. Mm-mm. So that's how powerful teaching is. So you have to find another way of doing that thing that you are doing and it's not working out. Okay? There's different ways, different options available for you. Maybe you've been writing and it's not working. Maybe you need to try teaching. You've been teaching, it's not working. Try writing. Try stuff out. Try different things out and know which one works for you. One of the way you will know, you ask yourself that clarity question: purpose, passion, profession, profit, personality, prospect, people. Uh, 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 uh. You ask yourself, what is it that I love that is solving people's problems, that makes me more money, that makes me more profit? Calculate by profit potential. Profit to your mind all the things that you have tried or you are trying. Which of them has a higher profit potential? Which of them has a higher profit potential? Which of them has the ability to which of them has the ability to transform you or give you what you are looking for? Huh? So you have to think in that direction. What other alternatives do I have? What other thing can I try? Which of these is more profitable? If whatever it is you have, think of the most profitable aspect of. That's why I said you should do pen and paper tonight. Think of the most profitable aspect of it, the most rewarding aspect of it. You are a writer. You write a book, publish, do everything. Nobody is buying the book, but you know how to write book. You know how to proofread. You know how to edit. Why not repackage that thing? You are still a writer. It doesn't make you less of a writer. Repackage that thing and ask yourself, okay, selling this book, I may take maybe I may sell like two of the books in a day, and I'm glad, I'm rejoicing. And that is two of the books, maybe 2,000, 4,000. That's what I made in a day, and I'm rejoicing. But what if teaching people how to become writers on their own? Or why not launch a training and gather people, learn how to write, or teach them the same topic I wrote about, or whatever? And you gather like 50 people, 60 people, you make the money in bulk. What has the most likelihood to earn you more money per hour? Calculate your salary, check how much you earn per hour. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever job you are trying to get, check how much that job is likely to get you per hour. You will know if you are a slave or not. If you are earning salary now, huh? Calculate how much your salary is per hour or per service. You will know if you are a slave. It's going to be glaring, it's going to be obvious. You will know whether you're a slave. You want to be a medical doctor, you want to be a health practitioner, you want to be a lawyer. How much the best earning doctors you know in your network, how much are they earning? A doctor in my hospital is begging me, huh? That if I have patients that will need their private his private service, I should please tell him. He has become that humble to show you how much the system humbles you. Even a doctor that you would think doctors are earning a lot of money. Doctor, they follow me hustle. you know, a doctor is begging me that if I have patients that I can push. It's just there. The system is not wired to give you exactly what you want. It's wired to underfeed and malnourish you. So find what aspect of what you are doing has a higher profit potential. Huh? I realized, yeah, I may be able to make money from private practice as a physiotherapist, but I can stand. I have seen people who go for events, one event, they are paid 1 point something million to come and speak or to come and train for like 2 hours or 3 hours. 1 point something million. Huh? There's hardly any physiotherapist anywhere in the world who earns 1 point something million in 3 hours. It simply tells you this has higher profit potential. So even if it's still within that, if I want to earn from physiotherapy, I can consider training physiotherapists, organizing conferences and workshops and all, gather people and then they pay money for it. It's simple. You have to be creative. You have to think. Some of you, after this night, you will go back to the drawing board. You realize you've just been doing the wrong thing. You've been spending your energy doing the wrong thing. You've been expounding so much strength in the wrong direction. You have to rethink. You have to rethink, what really do I need to build? What really do I need to do? Only then will you get the wisdom that will take you where you are going to. So, so that's it for tonight. That's it for tonight. I want you to get angry. I want you to get angry for all the lost times, all the missed experiences and opportunities. I want you to get angry and not think conventional. Don't think like every other person. You are not every other person. Don't think normal. Don't think ordinary. You are not ordinary. Don't think average. You are not average. You are not poor. You are not broke. You are not bankrupt. See yourself as a person who carries value. You've been in this inner circle for maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years. You are not ordinary. By all means, even if you think you are ordinary, I disagree with you. I'm seeing something in you that you probably are not seeing. But please challenge yourself tonight. Challenge yourself. Get angry. Rebel the system. People say it has to be done this way. That every day, I was in the hospital today. They were telling me, your blood is too hot. You always want things to be done accurately. You always want things to be done correctly. It's not like that. Some of us, our passion, we started like that and all that. You know, I was like, I'm not anyone else. Come on now, I have options. Come on, come on, come on. I'm not anyone else. I can't be in a place where things are done haphazardly. I can't be in a place where things are done wrongly and you expect me to just blend with the system. It's impossible. It's either I vomit the system or the system vomits me. You have to kick me out of the door if you don't want me to talk. But if you want me to be in there, allow me to open my mouth and I am sure going to cause problems. I am not ordinary. I am not average. Normal is boring. Average is a cause. This thing called status quo is a disease that will eat deeply and scatter any soul it comes across. You have to be ready for the journey ahead. You have to be ready to make sacrifice. You have to be ready to pay for that training, buy that book, purchase that course. You have to be ready to do executive exclusive mentoring. You have to be ready to be coached. You have to be ready. You have to be willing to submit to be led. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But where do you want to be? Where would you rather be? What do you want for your life? If you want ordinary results, do ordinary things. If you want average results, do average things. If you want to play, play. If you want us to grow, if you want us to go places, if you want us to excel, if you want us to reach and touch the zenith, then come closer. Simple, simple. You are outstanding. You are phenomenal. You are smart. You are talented. You are gifted. You are wonderful. You are perfect just the way you are. You can always keep building on yourself. You can always develop yourself. Nobody is better than you. Nobody in this world. You are the best version of you in the whole wide world right now. You, Yeah, normal is boring. Average is a course. These are the kind of things that you put it out, put it on social media, generate conversation around, get people talking around that, you know, generate expectation, invite people, invite them to the inner circle. Sometimes I do sessions that are open. Maybe our next session I'll make it open. So sometimes you can invite your friends, you can share the link publicly, tell people, yeah, live in the inner circle with my mentor, come and join in tonight, that kind of thing, have the experience. When they come here, they benefit, they see what you are seeing. Okay, after the session, reach out to them privately, follow them up. Okay, you joined, and you want to take the relationship further. Let's do this. You can pay commitment, you can do this, you can pay upfront, however you want it. But there's something that you have to do. You have to play a role. Yes, yes. Thank you, Kemi Shola, Christy Oderinde. Thank you. So yes, I believe so much in you. I believe so much in you. I met a new friend recently, and when I told her I believe in you, I believe so much in you, I believe in you, she felt it. Like she felt it. I'm like, you hear that from me often. I always, always, always tell you that I believe so much in you. You know, you are doing well. You are doing exceptionally well. Sometimes all you just need is a change of environment. All you just need is a change of location, the change of prospect, the change of persona. That's all you need. You have the content, you have the value. That's all it takes. Take risk, take risk, take risk. A friend of mine, I pushed her into applying, sending a mail. Shoot your question, Elizabeth. Shoot it immediately. Send the question immediately. Or join live, or anyhow you want to do it, but shoot the question. You can come up stage. So a friend of mine, I made her send an application to present her spoken word in a very big event. An event that had the wives of presidents, wives of governors, wives of senators, wives of politicians, big politicians. I pushed her. Catherine, apply for this. Apply, you can do this. I know you can do this. She was still doing say no. Send a mail, type a mail, type anything you want to type, give it to me, I'll review it. I reviewed and I sent it. She was called for the panel, she was interviewed, she got the slot to come and present her spoken word. Now the video has gone viral. Stop underestimating yourself. You have what it takes. Make that move. Make that move. Post that class. Accept that invitation. Go and speak in that event. I'm giving all of you an execution, what will I call it? Execution assignment, implementation agenda. Go and launch something. I'll be glad to hear of the wonderful things you are doing. Go and launch something. Go and, no matter how small, go and launch something. That is the secret to the building the biggest dreams and visions you can think of. Launch something. Start it small. Start it now. Keep going. Resurrect it. Keep going. Okay? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep pushing. It's going to make sense. It's going to make a lot of sense. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's fine. Make the mistakes. I'm behind you. Okay? Do do that. Submit that application. Submit it. You do well. You do well. At the stage you are now, you do well. I'm confident. If you've been paying attention, unless you've not been paying attention to the asset plan, I cannot say. But if you've been paying attention to what we've been doing every day, if you've been following, if you've been trying to follow, trust me, you will do well anywhere. I can trust you on that. You will do well anywhere in the world. You will do well. You had a question about motivational speaking, Elizabeth. Now, whatever people are telling you that you do well, take note of that. The first person said, "I know your charge is high." I was like, "Wow, beautiful." I love what I'm seeing. This is what I want to be seeing every time. Let them think it. Let them see your value. And when people say this, it means you are growing. It means you are growing. It doesn't matter if the event is I mean, you finally accept to speak there for free or something, but it means you're growing. People now reach out to me and they are afraid to ask me how much I charge because they are like, no, I know your price is high. I know your price is high. In the hospital, I meet some people, doctors, dietitians, nutritionists. A lot of I've been with a lot of them. I've talked with a lot of them. Nurses. I had a nurse that literally begged me to please write all the things I'm saying. I was talking. She was like, ah, like, this. She's, she's, it, like, I don't know how to put it. She's a mother. She's a nurse. She's not a small nurse. She has had many years of experience. It's like, wow, how do you know all these things? Please write it for me on paper. She brought a paper. I wrote me, intern physiotherapist, writing on paper for a nurse working in the ICU who has worked there for years. Say writing on paper how she can find clarity, what she can do as a nurse, how she can go about it, strategies she can use to employ. I wrote those on paper for her. Whatever people are telling you that you can do well, don't ignore it. Never ignore it. Okay? Don't ignore it. It means they are seeing something that you are not seeing, that you are probably not seeing. Pursue it. Go and learn models. Go and upgrade yourself. People told me I speak well. I decided to go and learn public speaking very well. So now I balance well. am good. I know I speak well. Come on now. I know I speak well. Me, I know. I don't need anyone to tell me I speak well. So I go for events now and I stand up to introduce myself. After introducing myself, people start meeting me. Oh wow, what do you do? Do you train speakers or something like that? I know I'm good. So go ahead with it. Go and develop yourself. Whatever thing they are saying, that's where proficiency comes in. Whatever people are telling you, you do well. You write well. You speak well. You organize well. I love the way you lead teams. I love the way you handle this. Some of you are so gifted and talented, and that is your problem. You are so gifted, and you try to be humble about the whole thing. And at the end of the day, you are destroying your gift with unnecessary humility. Someone comes to tell you, "Oh, you speak well." You're like, "Ah, no, we thank God, though, but it's not really. Don't whine me." Totally unnecessary. From today, when people tell you you do something well, tell them thank you and start thinking of how you can monetize that thing immediately. Oh, you speak well. Oh, you cook well. Oh, you do this one. Hilda Bassi, Hilda Bassi has made I don't know how many 180 right 180 something million naira currently. That's the number of the amount of money she has made from her cooking course class she's organizing. That people are paying 35,000 naira or so for, and about 7,000 something paid as at this morning. 7,000 something people have enrolled. 180 something million naira, I think. Oh, 199 million currently. Imagine having 199 million. You are probably among the richest young Nigerians in the world right now. But it's passion, or it's her passion, or it probably started from somebody telling you that you're being sweet. Instead of that's what happens to that's the problem we have. I want to deconstruct this thing so that you stop playing false humility. Instead of you that to say, no, thank God, it's cause just it's just my family. God bless my family. We know how to cook beans. Especially when you drink it with Gary, when you take the beans with Gary, but it's not as if it's meal. Everybody can cook beans. No, everybody cannot cook beans like you. Not everybody can speak like you. Not everybody can talk or encourage people like you do. Not everybody can write like you do. When you see, without you in this world, there's a vacancy. You are irreplaceable. You are irreplaceable. And you have to, until you understand that, you will not see your value. Whatever people are telling you, oh, you do this well, I want you to do this for me. Please take note of that. Pursue it. Build on it. Become good at it. Learn the models, learn the structure. Sometimes it's not that you don't know what to do already, you know what to do, but you don't have a structure to it. Go and invest in learning the structures. Pay, take courses, learn from people who have gone ahead of you, build, then come out and launch. Okay? Good, good, good. I love this. I love this particular one. I love this particular one. Uh-huh. I love this particular one. Revival has taken place. Beautiful. Someone to you recently. I referred someone to you recently on public. Oh, good, good. Keep the referrals coming. I'm available for it. I'm ready. These days I pitch myself. Learn to start pitching yourself. That's one other thing I want you to do. Don't worry, we'll still get into execution. We'll still get into execution. Very soon we will not be doing plenty theory. It's practical we'll be doing. I want you to learn the basics. I've taken years to build on these foundations. Now, people ask for every question people ask me now, I have an answer to it, a video. I have a video answer. I have a video teaching to it. Now, one of the things I want you to start doing is start pitching yourself. Learn to start pitching yourself stubbornly, even when they don't ask you, pitch yourself. You never can tell who needs you. Imagine that I told John Obidi that, oh, I'm a physiotherapist and a life coach and I work in the National Hospital. And he said, ah, my back has been aching. I'm just saying, imagine, memory, just imagination. I'm not saying he has back pain or I wish him to have back pain. No, I beg you, he should not have back pain. But let's just imagine that, yeah, my back. Can I do anything for my back? I've been thinking, I've been researching, I've been reading so many things. I don't know what to do, you know. And it's like, okay, can you just come to the hotel or something where I stay and see? Imagine what it means that with one single opportunity of introducing myself and I meet and I treat. Imagine treating somebody like John Ovidia and he gets better, he recovers well, and then he comes to Head Start Africa to announce. Do you know how many clients we'll be getting from there? But because we are always chicken hearted, we are always afraid of pitching ourselves, we don't know the opportunities we are missing. You keep looking for things where they are not. You keep looking for benefits in the wrong places. Walk to that school, pitch yourself, walk into that church, meet the pastor. They are going to be wondering what kind of audacity is this. I give you that audacity now. I give it to you. Receive the audacity. Learn how to pitch yourself. Walk into that church, meet the pastor and tell the pastor, this is what I have in mind. This is what I want to do. I am thinking of organizing a training for young people on how to do this and that. I'm thinking of organizing a personal development and mindset training for young people in this church. Our youth group, I've noticed we are lacking this and that. I have a friend, he knows how to build CV. I have this friend, he knows how to network. I have this friend, he knows how to make money online. Three of us will discuss. We are coming up with an idea. We need one day, just one day, sir. Give us one day and these people. Just an announcement from you in church. Let's gather these people. Let's do this training in church. It's going to help them. We know I'm not charging anything for it. I'm just going to do this because I want to do it for the church. Now imagine the amount of publicity you get from there. With every appearance you make to speak to people, trust me, you have a list of prospects, a long list of prospects. What I'm currently doing now, I am penetrating sectors and circles. I'm penetrating communities and social circles like churches, organizations, and I'm going to go and start giving them health talks. In the National Hospital, I'm already planning to offer a health talk to the group of nurses. Today I made a move. I met a nurse who happens to be pregnant. I reached out to her. I had conversations with her. She found out I had the value they were looking for. She needed me. Some of her heads need me right now. They need my service right now, right? So I was like strategically driving in the conversation. If you invite me, I will come. Now with one single invitation I get to come and speak to them, that's going to be a life-changing atmosphere, a life-changing opportunity. That's what you need to start thinking. That's how you need to start thinking. Start thinking ahead. Start thinking of ruthless execution. Start thinking of how to pitch yourself. Even if you don't have a registered business now, you don't have all the fancy structures, you don't have, even if you don't even have, maybe your house is just one room apartment and there's nothing inside, just your chair and your table. It doesn't matter. What matters is the content you carry and how well you're able to sell yourself. Trust me, every other thing will come later. Start with your mind. Start with the mind work. Start with the mind work first and learn how to ruthlessly execute. Start pitching yourself. Start reaching out. Start going the extra mile. It's not going to be too long. It's not going to be too long. You will definitely see the results. Good, good. So it's not later when somebody tell you, you have a beautiful smile. Tell them everybody has a beautiful smile. It's not everybody. Stop misbehaving. Stop misbehaving. Oh, you dress well. We all dress well in this world, you know. It's not by power, it's not by might, or stop spiritualizing your mediocrity and your inconfidence, your lack of confidence and your imposter syndrome. Stop spiritualizing it. Call a spade a spade. Call it what it is. It's a weakness. Deal with it. Learn to receive feedback and compliments and make do with what you are given. Okay? Good. I love that. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love what I'm seeing here. I'm serious. I love what I'm seeing here. Good. Eunice. Good. Ask the question. Ask the question. Ask the question. Elizabeth, hope I answered your question. I answered the one I saw. Good. Please ask the question, my Eunice. Ask the question. And you can introduce yourself, please. I would like us to be knowing ourselves. Yes, I would like us to be knowing ourselves. Come online. Come up stage. Come up stage. Come up stage. Okay, okay, awesome. God bless you too, Christy. Someone like me, I don't know what to say I'm best at. Like what you think of Ma'am Linda, networking comes in mind and likes. In terms of pitching myself, I don't know how to go about it. You know how I pitch myself? Let me shock you. This is how I pitch myself. I am Chijoko Tiba. I'm a certified life coach, a physiotherapist, a trainer, corporate speaker, and writer. I do quite a lot of things. I currently work with the National Hospital Abuja. Simple, right? I'm a life coach. Sometimes I break it down and it's simple. I'm a life coach and a physiotherapist. I work with the National Hospital Abuja. I speak, I train, I write to inspire and transform. I've worked with a lot of corporate brands and I work with individuals as well. I'm into paid mentoring, I'm into coaching, life coaching, public speaking, corporate training, and the rest. So I do organizations, I do training for organizations, and I love to share my knowledge. I really love to share my knowledge. I'm a multi potentialite. I love to do many things. I love to do many things and I do those many things well. This is me pitching myself. You don't have to put yourself under pressure to appear in one small, tiny box. You don't have to. It's not necessary. It's not important. Eh? It's not important. There are things that you Rita. Please, anybody that wants to ask question, I'm ready. Put it in the comments, or not even put it in the comments. Come off stage. Come off stage. Okay, come off stage. So, like I was saying, you don't have to. We don't need one thing to appear when we hear your name. I'm not interested. I don't want people to know me for one thing. It's boring. I mean, okay, it's not that it's boring, but to me, it's boring. It's not my definition of success does not accommodate that. It doesn't. I don't want people to know me for one thing. Don't know me for public speaking. Don't know me for training. Don't know me for physiotherapy. I have become different things to different people. I have become different things to different people. To some people, I am mentor. To some people, I am coach. To some people, I am trainer. To some people, I am tutor. To some people, I'm physiotherapist. There are some people. In fact, somebody once told me that never will he book my service as a life coach. That I am too young. That his bias will not let him and his pride will not let him. But that whenever he reads my content, he's just so happy. Like, how can this young person have so much wisdom? But he still struggles with himself as to why will I be a life coach? Why will I be mentoring people? What do I know about life? I'm too young. That's his bias. I told him it is a worthy bias. But do you know, he told me that what I will book you for is physio physiotherapy. What I will book you for is your service as a physiotherapist. So I have back pain. Please, I want to consult with you. I consulted to him. To him, no matter what you like, do. He will not respect me as a life coach. It's his choice and his worthy. I will not force the identity on him. He will respect me as a physiotherapist because, according to him, I went to school for 5 plus years. This is what I studied, and I came out and I got certified for it. He's sure. That's what his own small mind is able to carry. And that's fine. If I keep if I keep trying to narrow myself down, I'll lose a lot of opportunities. It's my individuality. When it comes to posting online, should you post randomly? Yes and no. You can decide to group it. You can decide to have like four things you talk about. Bring down all those things to groups. It's called, there's a video online. Maybe later, just comment on the group chat. I'll send it to you. Narrow down to, I don't like to say narrow down, niche up rather. Find groups of ideas, groups of concepts, groups of things. So for me, health and fitness is one. Under health and fitness, I can do anything I want. I can go to mental health, physiotherapy, back pain, neck pain, pain, anywhere, any kind of pain, stroke management, whatever, as a physiotherapist. It's under health and fitness. If I go into any other aspect of health, it's still under health and fitness. Under coaching and consulting, under mentoring, coaching, life coaching. Life coaching allows me to penetrate almost every sector you can think of, including health too. So whether it is personal development, professional development, sales, whatever, I'm into CBT, I'm into business and entrepreneurship, life coaching. So I help business owners deal with life issues that interfere with their businesses. I'm not a business coach yet, So things like that are things that you may want to do. You keep grouping and grouping and grouping, and yeah, I have I have answered the question. I've answered the question. I've answered the question a little bit. So you can post what you want. Me, I don't have a specific posting schedule or calendar. I don't have a specific calendar. Okay, I post what I want to post when I want to post it. I post out of inspiration. Maybe I go for an event and something comes to my head, pops into my head. I post. I'm in the bus, something pops into my head. I feel like posting. I post. I post when when I feel it's necessary to post. Just do my thing, right? But if you want to have more structure, fine and good. Go and learn how to have more structure and keep doing those things. But like you are not obligated to just show up in one form. You are a polymorphic being. You are a person of multiple dimensions. So embrace all of your beauty and bring it. People actually want to see all of your beauty. They want to see it. They want to see all the good things that you've got for them. Now, I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. But I'm not saying you should now be doing every 2 hours you post a different thing. Every 2 hours you post one random thing. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay? Good. That's not what I'm saying. So you have to be, you have to be careful to do the right thing as long as you have clarity. You know where you are going. Next thing is strategy. Okay? So definitely you can check some. I've created some of these things in the past. The videos are there on YouTube, so you can ask. I'll send the video. You watch it. Take time and watch it. Take out time and watch it. There's a video I did about thriving as a multi potentialite in a micro niche. No, in a niche. In a niche. Ah, in a niche something biased word. I can't even remember how I put it again. Thriving as a multi potentialite in a Sha is about thriving as a multi-potentialite in a world that like kind of farms or celebrates people who niche down kind of. So yeah, that aside, you can go watch the video, learn from it. There's a lot to pick up from there. There's a whole lot. Now, how do I reposition myself once again each time I want to? It's always overwhelming. It's always overwhelming. Just start. Rita, Rita, just start. While creating content, stop doing it that I want to write this content to impress people. I want to write it to come out as if it's a structured content, it's a perfect content. Let me use the format of storytelling that I learned from this class. Let me do this, please. Put headline, put this. Please, just write and post. Just write, post. Sometimes what people actually desire, what they are actually looking for is your originality. Now, the session has ended. So if you are tired at this point, good night. Thank you very much. It was nice having you. It's just the questions I want to answer. So I don't want to say I apologize, but I respect your time and I value your energy. I value your time. I appreciate you for being here up till this point. We still have about 13 people viewing. The max we recorded was like 25 or 27. So that's a good one. That's a good one. If we continue like this, I'll be glad. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's it. In a niche supremacy bias, I'm happy. I'm happy. Thank you. Good news. You are amazing. You're amazing. Thriving as a multi-potentialite in a niche supremacy biased world. You can go and check on that video. You can go and check on that video on YouTube. You will learn a lot of things. Thank you very much. Good news. Thank you. Good. So just reintegrate yourself. Just jump in and start creating content, Rita. Nobody bloody cares whether you left, whether you were inactive. Nobody cares. To be honest, nobody cares. Nobody is looking for you online. I mean, nobody is just waking up every morning, come on and check. Hey, has she come online? Hey, has she come online? Hey, she has not posted in 2 weeks, so when will she post so that I will judge her? Nobody bloody cares. The moment you come back and you post something that they like, they will like it. If you post something they need, they will use it. If you post, that's how life works. Stop overthinking these things. It's not rocket science. Stop overthinking it. Just do your thing. Okay? Do your thing. Be you. Be creative. Be original. Fly, fly, fly. Good night. Good night. Good night, amazing people. Good night, amazing people. I love you from my heart. I cherish you. I want the best for you. I want to have you close. I would sacrifice as much as I can to see you grow. Yes. Um, from the depth of my heart, I love you. From the depth of my heart, from the deepest depth of my heart. Okay. And I'll keep telling you this. And that's why you have to get used to it coming from me. You have to get used to it. I'll keep saying it a lot, a lot, a lot. And don't get tired of it. Don't get tired of the love. It's too much. If you get tired of it, just to be pouring away. It'll just be pouring away. So I celebrate you. I know you will do well. Okay? I know you will do well. I trust you. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. No matter what the challenge is right now, you can overcome. You will overcome. Okay? Keep going. You're doing a lot, and I will see you at the top. Make moves. Make moves. Make moves. I want to hear the moves you are making. In fact, what I thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry, Elizabeth, you listen to the video again, you get the answer to your question. So make moves. Go ahead and make moves. Go to your church, go to your society, go to your group, go to anywhere. Make moves. Aggressively make moves. Sometimes you don't even need your own funds or your own environment or your own atmosphere. Just make moves. The system will find a way to accommodate you. Go ahead, make big moves. I want our next conversations to be like, yes, I went to my church. I talked to my pastor. I said I wanted to organize something, and he said yes. I'm going to be speaking here next week. I applied for this. I got it. This scholarship. I got it. Just make moves. Just keep going. Just anyone that do you go and apply. Just take opportunities will come. Receive the opportunities. Go and do that thing. Okay. You are big. You are big. You are big. Receive this as a revelation of yourself. You are big. You are not small. You are big. Okay. Good night. Good night, amazing people. Bye. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you loved every moment. I'm glad you loved every moment of it. Good, good. I look forward to hearing from all of you. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay? Have a wonderful night rest. So I'm going to leave this for about 5 minutes, thereabout, so that those who are still watching can catch up. So if you are still watching and you get to this point, maybe you joined late, maybe 5, 10 minutes late, it's fine. So I'll leave this on. But at this point, we are done. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.